short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football. So are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air, it made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground. You just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
That good for 19 and a 1st down. Now it's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 more there and another 1st down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 13. Look at the big man rumble. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd and 10, Ryan. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kingsley Kiki gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this one is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Open space inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones taking it in from 24 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That's good for 28 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. That's complete to Gallman. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They run with Patterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. It's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Rodgers. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around, or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And some room to run now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Deron Harmon.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Ryan. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away.
On the return, it's Rodgers.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. This is Lazard with a catch out left.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Rolling to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off.
And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson, 52 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, it's Taylor. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
He'll find DeGuara complete.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 7 yards there and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. The give to Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And down inside the 15 he goes. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
The give is to Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Rodgers to throw.
A check down here to Jones.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take an in.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Kingsley Keke
able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
On the return, it's Taylor.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? First throw of overtime for Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And he takes this one back into the end zone